Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. And today we have our guest Sayan Chakraborty, who is currently pursuing integrated PhD in physics from IISER Kolkata. So hello Sayanda, and welcome to our channel.
Thanks. Thank you, brother. And yeah, it's really nice to be here. And yeah, thanks for the introduction.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and where are you from and what first got you interested in physics?
Okay. So as you already mentioned, I am Sayan, and yeah, I am from Dakhineshwar, and I am from a very typical middle class Bengali family, and I had a really great childhood. It's a really like my whole school life was like full of fun, and like study is just a like little tiny part of that. And if you ask me about like what got me into physics, yeah, it's not like that. Like from very early childhood, I have like very like a passionate interest towards physics or something like that. The thing is, yeah, I really enjoy asking questions in class and like get to know new things, like how things works and like why is like I like really like to ask questions. Like if you see a child and the child asks questions and I keep asking questions, and still I keep asking and I ask questions. And after my class 10, I thought yeah, science would be a nice way to go. So I took science, and then after that, after my class 12, I had interest in like physics, in computer science, in Bengali, and in psychology. So I thought like I can pursue undergraduate in any of these four, and somehow I got stuck with physics, and yeah, I was happy to take this decision. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, not something very special or something like that. I like it. Obviously, I liked it, and yeah, just somehow I got into physics.
Okay, so you studied at Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandira, so did I. And I want to ask you that how was that transition from RKMD to IISER Kolkata?
Yeah. It's as you know that yeah, Ramakrishna Mission and IISER Kolkata is like two different poles. So Ramakrishna Mission, as any of your audience, if anybody know anything about Ramakrishna Mission, so there are like two things always associated or related with Ramakrishna Mission, that is discipline, rules and regulation, and strictness. And for IISER Kolkata, when I came to IISER Kolkata, it's like completely opposite. It's like you are a free bird inside the campus. And for a master students, like there is like kind of zero restriction in compared to Ramakrishna Mission. So yeah, initially I was like fascinated by this freedom. I was surprised by this kind of life a student can get, and yeah, eventually it's always that become the new normal. And yeah, somehow yeah, I like to be honest, I enjoyed like both of it. So for like, so if you were like for my days in Vidya Mandira, I really like that like every student knows that like all like everyone from his Bhavan means you know that there's like buildings, separate buildings, yeah, separate hostels, and they also know like at least 90% of the like whole student. But and we used to talk and we used to gossip and yeah, like that. But in IISER, one thing is that like you have this freedom and you have this kind of free mentality. But the thing is, in IISER, people used to this close kind of groups. It's not like a very big group. Even you don't know anyone from your same wing of your hostel. So yeah, this is some everything has these pros and cons. Yeah, but I like both of it. And one thing I have to mention here, like I really missed the prayers in the prayer hall from Vidya Mandira. that you cannot find anywhere else. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
So you scored over 96% in your HS, higher secondary, and you still chose a pure science research career. So was that ever a tough call for you?
Not really. The thing is, so when I was in school, so there's like some brothers and some relatives, some like young uncles like that, who were engineers, who were like doing their job at that time. So with all those engineers, I maybe this was a coincidence, but the thing is, whenever I ask some engineers like, "Hi Bhaiya, how are you doing with your job?" and like that, and all of them, like at least not all, maybe most of them were not happy with what they were doing at that time, their engineering jobs, and so from that examples, I had a perspective that yeah, engineering is not a good thing. So I thought, okay, then let's do uh, undergraduate in basic science. Like as I already told you, like I had four options. Maybe I could choose any one of them. And in that case, one thing is that I always had this support from my family. So my father and mother, both of them, always supported me to pursue higher studies and like do whatever I do with basic sciences. They never questioned my decisions, and they always encouraged me and supported me. I think this is a very crucial because after your class 12, you are not that much mature to take up some decisions on your own. Your parents' support and encouragement is like always influential, and for my case it is like always there, and still now it is there. Like they always ask me like study like as much as you want, there's no hurry, like that. So yeah, it was not a tough call at all.
So you cleared IIT-JAM with All India rank 222 and JEST with All India rank 314 in the same year. So what was your preparation strategy at that time?
Okay, so the thing is, I have never prepared for any competitive exam for my whole life till this BSc second year. So at that time, it was, I guess, for COVID-19 second wave or as sometimes around that. So this thing hit my mind. Okay, let's prepare for some competitive exam. So I thought, yeah, JAM would be a good choice. So I start preparing for JAM on my own. But after, I guess, 4 to 6 weeks, I found myself lost in the vast syllabus of the whole BSc program. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a coaching because I need that guidance. I felt that I need that guidance. So I took online coaching, Optimist. So there's like only one teacher was there. Basically, one Sayan sir was there. He covered the whole physics syllabus, and there's a sir, I forgot his name. So he covered the electronics on part one. So yeah, so I took Sayan sir's classes in Optimist, and I like the thing is that I tried to be consistent. Like I tried to be consistent, and the thing is, yeah, in Vidya Mandira, was kind of easy because the environment there and your like peer group, all of them are preparing for JAM, and yeah, there's like dedicated study. Also, the thing is, I try to be consistent, and then I like sat for this JAM exam, and I just wrote whatever I can, and I didn't thought much about like I have to have this rank, I have to get this rank, I have to get this IIT. But like I really wanted to get into IIT KGP. So yeah, so I just sat for JAM, and yeah, after JAM, JEST I had never prepared for JEST particularly. I just prepared for JAM, and yeah, just with the flow, the friends went for JEST exam, so I also went with them and sat for JEST. Yeah, it was like that. The thing is, I was like had this consistent preparation for around 10 months or so. Yeah, just like that.
So you are now doing your integrated PhD from IISER Kolkata. So I want to ask you, what were the biggest surprises academically and socially when you joined IISER Kolkata for your integrated PhD?
Okay, so this is an interesting question. The thing is, for academically, it was not that much surprising because in Vidya Mandira we had this like autonomous curriculum, so it was kind of a good curriculum. So when I had this transition to IISER Kolkata for the first semester, the course contents were not very like very much different from my BSc course contents. So course-wise, it was not a big of a issue. But the thing is, yeah, here's in IISER Kolkata, the course heavily depend upon the course instructor. Even the question pattern and the marks distribution and like that. So one thing I was like struggled a little in the beginning is this relative grading kind of thing. So the thing is, I had poor absolute marks, like poor absolute marks. That means suppose there's a class test and I got like 11 out of 20. So I thought, yeah, it was like really bad. But then at this relative marking scheme, it also depends upon the supervisor. He or she like, might choose this relative grading or not. And so yeah, it was, academically it went kind of smooth. And this one thing that was a part of academics, but I did not realize that much in the beginning. That is the research part of this MSc program. So I thought the MSc is just an upgrade of BSc. So what I learned in BSc, I have learned a little more details and like that. But yeah, there was this dedicated MSc project, and in IISER, that they like really focused, the course really focused on this project thing. And many of my peers was already decided what they want to do about and in which field they want to pursue their research career. And I was at like in the like complete middle of ocean, so I didn't know like what should I do and like that. But there was like really helpful like super seniors are there, like who are currently in their like at the time was their middle or towards the end of their PhD, and they like really guided me well. And so yeah, I somehow figured that out. So that was that academic part. And for your question about that social part, right? Second part of the question, yeah, it was as I have already mentioned, it was like a very big change. And yeah, so yeah, for Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Mission is a residential college and it was a boys college. And from there to IISER Kolkata, it was for me it was a really like kind of big change. But the thing is, yeah, whenever if you like you are in your you're going to do your master's, so I guess it is not that big of a deal for a student of that age, because yeah, initially it was kind of a cultural shock, but eventually you will go with the flow and accustom yourself in that particular social. And one other thing I really enjoyed is that like the sports facility in the campus. So IISER Kolkata has really good sports facility in the campus and also had the swimming pool. So yeah, it was nice for me. Really nice.
Okay, so can you give us a brief idea about your research topic? What kind of research you are doing?
In my master's, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so my master thesis, I work with these nitrogen vacancy centers in Diamond. So the thing is, as you may heard that the qubit, it's like the quantum bit. Like if you want to make a quantum computer, you want to have this qubit. So like for a classical computer, there's the bit 0 and 1. So you have some physical thing to represent that bit. In most of the classical computers, so in this transistor, there's this high and low for the bit 0 and 1. And for the same, in the same similar manner, we have to some physical thing to represent this qubit. So for us, this is this electronic structure of this nitrogen package center in that. So the thing is, diamond we all know it's like carbon-carbon tetrahedral lattice structure, right? So in the static structure, if one carbon is replaced by a nitrogen, and a subsequent carbon is replaced by electrons from the lattice. So this form this nitrogen vacancy center, and the electronic structure of nitrogen vacancy center is such a way we can like make a physical qubit out of it. So yeah, it's like that. So these centers I have worked on that. So yeah, it can be used like there's all over the world people are using these NV centers for quantum sensing and quantum networking. And yeah, there's like few groups who are also trying to use these NV centers for quantum computing.
So you have worked at both at IISER Kolkata and IISc Bangalore. So how different were the lab cultures and research environments at these two places?
Yeah, it's a good question. So the thing is, I spent almost 3 years in IISER Kolkata here, and I spent only about 6 months at IISc for 2 consecutive summer internships. So the thing is, yeah, it's really hard to compare these 3 years of experience and 6 months of experience, and though that 6 months of experience in a single lab only. But still, what I felt about IISc is that there are like so many great people or students up there at IISc, and the lab culture, you know what, like lab culture is mostly depends upon heavily varies from lab to lab. It heavily depends upon the supervisor himself or herself and the lab seniors. For me, it was I was lucky that I have really great lab seniors in my lab at IISER Kolkata and my lab at IISc as well. But the thing is at IISc, at least the department where I went to, that Saints has a very good funding, so it is a very good point. If you're doing experimental physics, funding is a major issue. One thing is that Saints at IISc has better funding than IISER Kolkata, and the other thing is that like the IISc has a like really fast pool of bestest student of India. So it was really nice to talk with them, to like discuss with them, to like heard about their life stories, and yeah, it was really nice. So these two things I have felt that yeah, really is. And other thing is that the weather at Bangalore and the campus of IISc, along with that weather, it was like really awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I had a really great time at IISc.
Okay, so now you are a JRF, and it means you are now being funded to do research, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What does that financial independence mean for a young scientist in India?
Yeah. It's the thing is, so if you are doing a research, you are contributing something. You are like doing some work. And what I think is that if you are doing any work, be it research, be it anything, you should be get paid. So that is the for my 2 internship also I was also get paid. But this is one thing that the financial independence is really important for doing research in India. And one thing is the JRF. I think JRF is really handsome amount to like be on your own. I don't say be on your own, but yeah, it's really handsome amount for yourself to support yourself for whatever you are doing. Because if you want to like stay outside of the campus, in some institutes, you can also apply for the HRA, that home resource allowance that comes as an add-on with that JRF, and that can also like supports your stay and like that. And yeah, it is really important because After MSc, you can see that if the friends of yours who are going to pursue some other career like engineering or MBBS like that, they started incoming. And so at that moment, if you are not incoming anything, it will be like really depressing for you. So the GRF is, I guess, it's a good thing. I don't say that it's like very best, it's like enough for you to change yourself. Not like that, but yeah, it's like good, I guess. And it's really important. It's really important, I think. Yeah, so like if you're in IISER or IIT, I guess it's really easy to convert yourself, to JRF or institute from institute like that. But if you're like seeing the broad perspective, I guess yeah, there should be some like financial assistance for all the researchers who are doing their research at any level or any tier universities.
So you also received a 900 euros travel grant to attend the quantum sensing summer school in Germany, right?
Yeah.
So how did you apply and how was the experience of attending that? And what was the difference between that kind of thing and the Indian summer schools?
Okay, let's next question. The thing is, first, how did I find it? The thing is, in IISER, you are doing your coursework with these BSMS fellows. So they entered IISER after their HS examination and they're doing an integrated BSc kind of thing. So they are like really active in this kind of domain. So they are like searching for foreign summer internships, foreign summer school like that. So I also made some friends of these BSMS groups, and from them I was also encouraged to find something. So if I can get a chance to go abroad like that. So the motivation was like that only. And so I suddenly found this QIB summer school. So I applied them. So for application, I had to pay some fees. And yeah, so I applied there and then I got selected for the participation initial. And then they said that they will declare the result of this financial assistance later on. And so yeah, later on I was also selected for the financial assistance. And yeah, I went there and yeah, I really had a great experience out there. And yeah, it's all about the exposure. Like if you are in Vidya Mandir, you don't have this kind of exposure. When you come to IISER Kolkata, it's not like the teachers are at IISER Kolkata are like superb and from really far better than Vidya Mandir. It's not like that. The course curriculum and the studies are like more or less same. But the main difference lies in the exposure. So at IISER, I had this exposure so that I could find this kind of summer school. Like this kind of, I start finding this kind of opportunities on my own by influence of my other friends from this BSc school. And yeah, it was like that only. I just started. I think for nowadays anyone can like find anything because you have this access to LinkedIn. You can make a community out there in LinkedIn, and there are some like pages in LinkedIn and in X or Twitter, so they have also these updates on this summer school going all over the world and like that. And then just apply. I think it is a good thing that just keep searching, and if you like find some, then just go and apply. It's not like that you have to go there, you have to get this financial assistance. Like just try, just apply, and like if you're lucky and yeah, you'll like, eventually like crack at least one of these. And the second thing is, what is the difference? There is no difference. I have also visited some international conference here in Kolkata and in other parts of India, and yeah, there is actually no difference, I guess. Yeah, the quality of like speakers and quality of talk. It's like mostly same. And yeah, so I guess there's only one difference is that like whatever international conference I attended here at like IISER and SNPNCBS, there's no thing like what was that educational tour. But in Germany, we also had this educational tour. It was nothing educational. It was just a boat journey through the Rhine River with lots of hard drinks and all. And yeah, it was a fun trip kind of. So it was also included in that summer school. So yeah, I cannot say this difference.
It's normal for them. It's normal for them, right?
Yeah. It's normal for them. And yeah, that educational tour was a fun thing. I did not have this experience here in India. And yeah, but if you like talking about the quality of summer school, quality of speakers, quality of teaching and learning, yeah, there's no difference. The exposure, it will also get you very big things in both at Germany or in India as well. Yeah.
So I just qualified IIT-JAM 2026, and
Okay.
what's the one thing? What's the one thing you wish someone had told you right after you get your results?
Okay. So there's one thing that I kind of little regret is that the day I got my result of JAM, I stopped studying. Okay. So I thought my rank was enough for IIT KGP. Oh, then why so study? And I just like went out, played football, and then went for some trips. Like that. So I a little regret I had about that. Yeah. So if possible, I don't say that keep studying hard as you have studied before JAM. It's not like that, but it's not like don't
Be in
do
touch.
what I did. Be in touch. Don't do what I did. Yeah. Done. I can get into IIT KGP. Okay. Physics, the physics books is away from me, and I go to some other places. Be in touch. That is one thing. And second thing is that when you also went for this IIT-IISer Dhanbad, I guess you also feel that the campus life is different, the students are different, the professors are different. Yeah, like the whole environment that you had in Vidya Mandira, it's going to be different. But don't get like very what's thing like anxious or like very like much anxious or like don't get into too much tension. Just like try to accustom with the new environment, and eventually you just try to explore what the facilities that these like Indian institutes had to provide you. Just explore those facilities and try to accustom to yourself. Yeah, this is one thing that I noticed that for MSc students or coming from a college, integrated based students, initially they had this shock. And yeah,
I am a little bit anxious because I am shifting physics to geophysics. So my curriculum will be different. So I don't know anything about geophysics. I just felt that it.
I also don't know anything about geophysics.
Just little bit. Like I have just searched Google and looked at the some of the research papers, and I feel that I can do this, and I just.
So you are
applied for
going
it.
to do a MSc. Even if you're going to do your MSc in physics, you also learn new things, right? So you are going to do your MSc, and the topic of your MSc has this physics part in it,
Yes.
right? So don't like get much tension. It won't be really difficult for you because you know physics and now you need to know the geo part of it. So I guess you will successfully achieve it and do good with your curriculum.
So regarding this, I got my next question. So how should someone choose between different MSc programs at IISERs, IITs, or central universities? What factors do actually matter for student like me or who just
Yeah, you can
get
just
the
ask
results?
me because I was so much kind of sure that I went to like IIT KGP. Like I would like at that moment that yeah I'll go to IIT KGP and I'll also be an IITian and like that. But then I somehow landed at IISER Kolkata. But the thing is, if you're going to do your MSc, I guess IIT and like these IISERs and IISc and TIFR and this IIT, right? IITs. So the main difference is the IITs have this MSc program of 2 years. I don't know what is going to be after this NEP, but I think till now it is going to be a 2 years course. So that is one thing. So if you are going to IIT, you mean that now you are not really this have not decided yet that you are really want to do research or you want to do something else. You want to have this job kind of thing after your MSc. Then I guess IIT is a very good option because you also have this great curriculum, great teachers, good research exposure. But at the end of your MSc, you also have this chance to take part in this what is that job
Placements.
placement, yeah. So that is a very good thing. But for IISERs and IISc and TIFR, here the research exposure is really good and the curriculum has very much research focused. And most of them, most of the IISERs and IISc have this. The curriculum itself has some more credit in these research projects, and professors are also very much interested to do a good research project. So if you really want to, that you have already decided, or you have some much a little bit of more like liking towards your research career, then I think this IISER or IISCs are a really great option. And the thing that left is this Central University and other like NITs or something like that. The thing is, for physics, I guess if you have this chance to get into IIT or IISER or IISc, I think it would be good to go there. Now, the thing is, suppose somehow, for some reason, you won't qualify. Yeah, it can happen. It's not like that you won't qualify. That means it's like just a single exam. It does not mean that you are not good enough to be in this institute. It's not like that. And you didn't qualified for these IITs, but you have qualified for the Central University. Yeah, you can obviously go to any of the Central University, and the master's program at the Central University is also good. I have some friends who are like joined PhD at IISER Kolkata who had their like masters from Central University. The Central University part is good, but the thing is, it also depends upon university to university. So before going to any university or any institute, the one thing that I would suggest, that is the main thing, that try to find some seniors at that university or at that particular like educational institute. Try to find some seniors. There are like so much network available in like I guess in Facebook or in LinkedIn. You can just go and find and then ask them that what is the pros, what is the cons, should I go there? I have this kind of mentality. Can I adjust there? Because in central universities there are like some other part as well, along with the educational curriculum kind of politics and that. So yeah, the first like have this kind of some kind of initial information about the institute that are going to do your MSc. And yeah, this is the main thing that I would suggest. And one thing also that a kind of suggestion that I felt towards the end of my MSc is that yeah, you are going to one institute that does not limit you or yourself to that particular institute. If you think this does not suits you, you just can like quit after your MSc and prepare for NET examination or like do some research internship and then try to go abroad for your PhD and like that. It's not like if you're doing your MSc from a particular institute or doing your MSc that you have to start there even if you don't like that institute or like that lab. So yeah, it's never too late to quit and do something else for yourself. Yeah. Even you are a good example. So you did your BSc in physics, and most of your friends maybe will go for MSc in physics, but still you choose some other like career path for yourself. Yeah, I guess it's the time to be brave and do whatever you want to do. And like take risks, it won't matter. In long run, it won't matter. You should be satisfied with yourself, and you should be happy with what you are doing.
So, how early should an MSc student start thinking about research internships, and how do approach how do you approach the cold emailing to the professors?
Okay, so I think after I guess 2-3 months, so your MSc will start around August, and then August, September, October. August, September, October. Yeah. I guess after 3 months, you should start looking for internships. It don't have to be at some other institute. If you can land a good internship at some other institute, it will be good for you for the exposure. So you can go and explore some other campuses. But you should do some summer internship because summer should not be summer vacation at your MSCs because
it will be summer schools.
Yeah, it will be summer schools or summer internships. So summer vacation is good till your BSc, I guess. So the thing is, yeah, summer internships also has these summer vacations because I went to IISc for the first for two summer and I explored a lot of Karnataka and Bangalore. I went for some hiking and some good explore and yeah, it's like that. So the thing is, why summer internships are important? It's like you'll get exposure to this research field. So that is one thing. After 3 months, I guess you should start looking. And the thing is, for cold email, the thing is, yeah, I just write that I am interested in your work and I want to do something at your place, and somehow I got placed to that because at that moment that professor was also looking for some interns. So I went there and after first internship, my professor was satisfied by what I have done. So for the next internship, I just went there and I just write a mail. I do my internship here again. So I said, I just like that. And for cold emails, one thing is that whatever you have done before that, if in your BSc there are BSc projects, what you have done in your BSc project, even if you have done something in your BSc, just write. And the thing is, the email should be very compact because these supervisors, the professors have had these tons of emails. So if you have write a very big email, maybe they don't have time to write. Your email should be compact. It should be very truthful. You should not add 1% more than that you have done or than what you have learned and what you know. You should be very truthful to yourself and just keep writing. Okay, keep writing. And the other thing is, you can take help from AI for email, but the main context main idea should be yours. It's like just it can just do some grammar checking and like that. But yeah, it should be the thing is it should be compact, it should be original, and it should be truthful. Yeah, and then keep writing. It's not like that you just write 2 or 3 fellows and then you get a reply. For my case, it was like that, but it won't be like that. I can assure you, it won't be like that. Yeah, just keep writing to as much as professor you want, and then wait. And the thing is, even if you cannot land a internship at some different institute, go talk with some of the professors at your own college, and then try to then do a internship under him or her for the summer. Yeah, you should have a research exposure in your summer. That is what I would say.
So now we have almost reached at the end of the interview. So as a senior, please say something to the future aspirants who are going to give IIT-JAM or JEST in 2027.
Okay. So when will be the jam? Around February?
Around February.
Okay, so how many months left? This is June. Okay, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 7 months. Oh, 7 months, lot of time. Okay, so if you have already started, just be consistent. By me saying be consistent like that, you have to like consistent for like the whole week or for the whole month. It's not like that. Even if you get distracted for 1 or 2 days, keep remind yourself, no, I have this examination. I have like already decided that I want to give this examination. So just keep yourself back on track and like do whatever you are doing. And even if you have not started yet and think that yeah, is it too late or like that? Yeah, no. 6 months, I guess, is enough. So you have 7 months, so I guess yeah, it's enough time. Just start doing your preparation. And the thing is, you don't need to do anything extraordinary. You just focus on your BSc curriculum. Maybe you can, if you want, you can take any online coaching. And so the online coaching is good, really good for like they're giving you a track. It's not like they teach you something extraordinary. They teach you some tricks which you can, because there's no such thing like tricks. And you just you'll give you a track, and yeah, you just keep doing whatever. The consistency, I guess, is the main key. Any competition, and keep faith in yourself, and don't try to like target. I have to do this amount, these marks, or like that. Just give yourself 100% in the examination, and I'm sure that it will be good. Anybody who is hearing this podcast, I guess, yeah, it will be.
So thank you, Sayanda, for joining us. So before we sign off, I want to say this personally that I am just qualified IIT-JAM 2026 and sitting in front of a fellow who is doing cutting edge research right now. And if there is one takeaway from today, that it is that the path is possible. So if you find if you find this video really helpful, please like and share, especially to the students who really need to hear this. So, and subscribe my channel to for more such conversations. Till then, keep studying and keep growing. Thank you.
Thanks.